warning, I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Limbus Company. So, we continue with the Canto 5 dungeon, naturally, but we do have an extraction to do. And well, Purgashnacht is over. It's done. I'll have to wait till next time to get Regret Ego Merceau, which is fine. I look forward to the time. The ring pointerless student? What does that even mean? It's painting. Fuck, let's see what we can get that. Why not? I mean, there are many at least a couple Fausts I think that I want, but we'll settle for this. Interesting. Always new IDs coming out. Gotta give the devs credit. They're always popping out new stuff, new interesting things, and there are already a fuck ton of IDs in here to begin with. How many have we had in like the past month since Canto 6 came out and Season 4 happened? It's been like, it's getting close to 10, isn't it? Like 10 new IDs? That's pretty good. I'm just ballparking it because I don't keep track of these things. Banging.
점수는 F. 발음 듣지 않겠다.
You're getting an F. You are a Faust tier artist. Well, one new one is fine. That's good. I like having a new. A new is always nice. Let's do a paid one and see what happens. I want to see if I can get Yi-Sang. He looks very fun. Doubtful. Nah, but that's fine. There is something I do want to look into very soon. If I can remember where the fuck it is. Yeah, this. I have 5 Hongler. Oh dear, yeah, because I just bought Hook off this, didn't I? I really should have bought... Well, I mean, no, I should have bought Hook because it's going to be a long time before I can do it again. But I really want K-Corp Hongler. Really fucking do. Let's have a look at our new Otis. She paints, presumably. Dotting, bleed. Good start. Sanguine painting, on hit, 20% chance to reuse coin once. Ooh, 20% more chance to reuse coin for every type of negative effect on the target. Okay, that's pretty good. On hit, inflict 1 bleed count, nice. Obviously, these values are all much lower because this is only her at, like, uptie 1. But I don't really use my assessment of the uptie 1 to determine whether or not it's a good ID. I kind of look at it to get an idea of, like, do I want to play with this? You know, is this fighting style something I can incorporate into what I've already made? If it's bleed, then yeah, I've got bleed stuff I can work with. Or just to give me an idea of if I use this in the future, what kind of teams does it work with? It's not really me attempting to assess if it's actually legitimately good at max rank. Artwork inspection. Deal plus 10% more damage for every type of negative effect on the target. On use, apply 1 haste next turn to 2 allies adjacent to this unit on the dashboard. Inflict bleed. Inflict 3 potency for one of the following effects. Burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, sinking, effect selected at random. After attack, if the target is staggered or defeated, apply 1 pierce damage up next turn to one other ally with the highest SP. So, Miss Artist Otis, or Otist, I suppose you could call her, doesn't really seem to necessarily want to work with a bleed team as much as she wants to work with a team of multiple status effects inflictors. The only ones who don't really work with her, I guess, would be Poise, because, you know, you inflict that on yourself and not on others. Inflict 2 potency for one of the following effects on one enemy with the least type of negative effects. So she could just throw effects on things. That's really good though, surely? I mean, granted, it's only 2 potency, but it doesn't even matter if it's not, the goal here is not to build up a high amount of burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, or sinking. The goal is to just have more effects on them so that does more and that does more, surely. I might be interpreting that wrong, but that seems pretty impressive. One ally with the least SP heals 4 SP when defeating an enemy with bleed. Okay, so she works well as a support for bleed. Heal 1 additional SP for every type of negative effect on the target. God, that's really good though, isn't it? I mean, it's good in non-focused encounters and in boss encounters where they summon adds, but it's not incredible, but that's pretty good. The ability to heal SP is always a plus. Okay, so she'd support, an N-Corp team pretty well, actually, because you got burn and bleed in there. I don't think nails would count as an effect. It would specify if it was any negative status effect, surely. I can't find her. Where did she go? Oh, I've already lost her. Here she is. It specifies that it has to be, wait, every type of negative effect on the target. It doesn't specify. So would that work with nails? This inflicts 3 potency for one of the following effects, but this still does extra damage for any type of negative effect, presumably including nails. That inflicts those at random, and that also just heals 1 additional SP for every type of negative effect on the target, presumably including nails as well. So she's a really good support for a N-Corp team. I think? I don't know, could be wrong. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Event closed. Sad. I didn't really do any more of the missions, to be honest, because I was like, just don't fancy spending a fucking module every time I want to bang my head against it. I did like a couple more, but not much. Going back in. Now, I know that I need to take everything here seriously because it turns out they can surprise me. But we don't have to take anything seriously for a while yet because we've got 2 story cutscenes to get through, which begs the question, why isn't this just 1 story cutscene? I guess they change locations or something? I suppose that makes sense. Just picking holes by this point.
너희끼리도 쉽사리 결정을 못 내리고 있나 보군.
And Ahab's now being that little paperclip that used to show up on old computers. I see that you're having some trouble coming to an agreement. Would you like some help? No!
당연하지. 조금만 생각을 해본다면 내가 내세우는 조건은 전부 너희에게 절박할 정도로 필요하고 맞아떨어진다는 걸 알 수 있으니까.
God, you can just hear the smug. The smug is oozing. The smug is everywhere. Just a smog of smug. Good God.
하지만 바로 그런 기가 막힌 우연적인 기회들을 운명이라고 하는 거다.
The whims of fate. To win it, or maybe lose it, oh yeah.
운명이 다가왔을 때 쥐어잡는 것부터 배워야겠군. 여기 뱃사람들은 모두 그걸 알고 있지.
Yeah, you gotta learn to stop thinking about things and just do it, which is actually how the company has been run up to this point, really, let's be honest. Sinclair's like, I don't like it when other people tell us to just do whatever. I just like to do whatever. I don't like being told what to do. Sinclair shuddered a little. A lot has happened. Various moments of past coincidences must have passed before every sinner's eyes. When we were almost sandwiched between 2 ships, when we encountered those floating mermaids on a deserted ship, when we fought a whale and its byproducts that came with the waves.
모두 들여다보는 듯한 말꼬락서니는 달라질 기미가 보이지 않네. 당신.
Look at Ishmael talking about arrogant, all-knowing speeches. She learned a lot from Ahab, I think, whether she's willing to admit it or not.
함부로 착각하지 마. 당신과 함께 움직일 생각은 전혀 없으니까. 난 지금도 당신을 잘근잘근 씹어먹고 싶은 심정이야.
I hope you have a plan for taking on 40 plus Pequod crew members, because if you do, I'm all ears.
정말 훌륭한 표정으로 뱃사람다운 말을 내뱉을 수 있게 되었군, 이스마엘.
You're both crazy, I get it.
당신이 내 이름을 기억해 줄진 몰랐는데.
Well, Ahab does seem to have some level of, like, twisted loyalty to her crew. She does have some loyalty to her crew, but it's second to her own ambitions, which is to kill the whale. It's to kill the whale, the source of all evil in the world. Everything ever bad that ever happened, ever, to anyone ever, is that whale, and she wants to kill it, and everyone else is second to that, but she does care. Just not as much as she does about killing the whale, is the general, idea I'm getting here.
어떻게 모를 수 있겠나?
How could I not? Your hair's like a fucking beacon.
내가 이 고래에게 삼켜지기 직전, 넌 난파된 뱃조각 틈바구니에서 내 이름을 목청껏 불렀지. 어제처럼 생생하게 들려오는군.
So obviously there's a lot of there are many themes, as always. There's always a lot of themes in a fucking canto. Like, that's just how it is. But one of the themes I'm noticing is how Ishmael may potentially be ending up a bit more like Ahab. Indeed, her hunt of Ahab mirrors Ahab's hunt of the whale. And this is even portrayed visually via their hair. Because Ishmael's hair didn't used to be that long, but now it is. And Ahab just happens to have really long hair as well. That's not the most subtle bit of, like, visual implication and theming and stuff, but it is interesting. Now, in most stories, the theming here would be Ahab would continue to pursue the whale even at the cost of her own life, and Ishmael would be like, I'm not gonna be like you, I'm gonna let it go, and I'm not gonna hunt you because it will destroy me just like that's destroyed you. But this is not a normal story. This is a Limbus company, and I don't think the fucking book turned out that way either, so I'm curious to see how this plays out. Have a little bit of dialogue, you two.
그때 나는 네 눈을 보았고 찰나였을지라도 네 마음속 모든 것을 알아낼 수 있었지.
And you were like, ha, cringe.
네가 그토록 원하는 게 무엇인지를.
Ahab strode toward Ishmael, a questionable decision for anyone, but especially her. Ishmael stood her ground. She glared at the old woman with bloodshot eyes.
그러니 네가 원하는 걸 내어주겠다.
Are you about to spice this offer up in a major way? Her voice was low, yet personal, honest.
또 무슨 헛소리를 늘어놓을지.
I think this is going to play into what I just said, where hey, Ahab's going to be like, if you help me kill the whale, I'll let you kill me. Now, whether she means that is an entirely different story, but that would be a very interesting offer.
내가 바라는 건
Is to kill you.
나의 심장이지.
Ah, you help me get the whale's heart and you can have my heart. And in both cases that means murder. There's nothing weirdly romantic going on here. It's just murder all the way around. Uh-huh. She really wants to kill that whale.
있잖아, 이스마엘. 나는 네 인생 최대의 소원이 탄생하는 모습을 제일 처음 유일하게 목도한 사람이야. 그때 네 안에서 깨어난 단 한 가지의 집념이 악에 바친 시선과 고함으로 사정없이 나를 찌르고 있었거든.
Yeah, I noticed.
아마 너는 그 생각만으로 버티며 이곳까지 온 거겠지?
That all seems accurate, yes?
저들이 찾겠다는 황금가지. 넌 그런 것 따위 안중에도 없지. 그렇고 말고.
She never has.
내게는 나의 심장이 황금가지요. 보물 상자이자 금화일 테니.
I've always... There's something about this particular mentality that's always puzzled me. And it is, I guess, the key thing that always becomes a factor in the story as it's told. But, like, it's always like, my one goal is to kill this person. And it's like, all right, let's say you do it. Let's say you do it tomorrow. What then? Because let's be real also, it's not just going to be tomorrow. It's going to be a long time from now. You're going to spend a lot to get there. And then you finally do it. What then? You can't base your entire life around one specific, let's be honest, fairly short-term goal. You need a reason beyond that. Neither of them have it, which is why they are both extremely damaged and dangerous people.
나는 알았지. 너는 여전히 훌륭한 뱃사람의 작살잡이라는 걸.
Not to say that anyone who bases their entire life on a short-term goal is a damaged and dangerous person. I'm saying it is kind of the driving force behind these two being that way. There are many other factors that made them this way, but that was a big factor.
나와 눈을 처음 마주칠 때부터 열렬한 원한이 담긴 시선으로 나를 찔러댔잖아. 단 한순간도 피하는 일 없이. 역시 너는 작살잡이에 가장 어울려. 내가 고래였다면 나서서 내게 심장을 바쳤을 거다.
What if she distorts into a giant whale? That would be pretty funny.
심장을 주겠다고.
Do you want it if it's not earned? Don't you want her to fight back?
그 말이 허풍이 아니라는 건 네가 더 잘 알겠지, 이스마엘. 너는 내 뭉쳐진 이 열망이 어디를 향하는지 잘 아니까. 내가 이 고래의 심장을 터뜨려 주게만 한다면.
That's a very, very interesting offer.
그렇다면 나는 내게 기꺼이 내 목숨을 내놓겠다.
But how are you gonna pay your crew their gold coins? Starbuck wants to go to that grill.
어떤 식으로 주기든 방법은 상관없어. 그대로 받아들여 주지.
We finally get there. We kill the heart, and Ahab's like, all right, Ishmael, you've done it. You're free to do as you will. And Ishmael's like, right, I've sentenced you to death via listening to Faust's explanations and lectures until you starve to death. And she's like, hold up. Wait a minute. Surely you can't be so cruel. Ahab snatches Ishmael's harpoon and brings it close to her throat. Oh, that's a power play. You could do it. Oh wow, it actually pierced. Look, it pierced the throat a little bit. That always makes me queasy when I see that. You know, when like someone's holding a weapon to someone's throat and you see just a bit of blood drip onto the weapon, and I'm like, ugh, I don't like throat stuff. Don't take that out of context.
자, 지금이라도 내 동맥을 끊어내고 싶지 않나?
You might want to do it quick before she politifies, or it won't be as satisfying.
내가 목적을 달성한다면 이렇게 동맥이 가장 잘 보이고 튀어나올 수 있도록 목도 친절히 꺾어줄 수 있어.
I'd be careful, Ahab, because she might just do it anyway, and then be like, fuck the consequences, I got what I wanted. If she has such an easy opportunity to kill you now.
이 날카롭게 다듬어진 작살. 어떻게든 고통스럽게 나를 죽이는 생각을 하며 매일 밤을 갈았겠지. 그것이 사명이자 운명처럼 느껴왔을 거다. 마치 나처럼.
And like the other 11 sinners in Dante, I guess that's 12 sinners technically, I just stood there like, should we leave you guys for a minute? It's a bit awkward.
내가 누구보다 너를 잘 이해하지. 그 애절한 마음을, 증오스러운 나날을.
I wasn't expecting to lean into the fucking Palpatine aspect of strike me down with your anger and like I know you. I know everything about you. I am you. Yeah, I get it.
그래. 지금 당장이라도 너를 찢어 죽이는 걸 간신히 참고 있어.
You're so predictable, Ishmael.
하지만 하지 않지. 너는 너무 잘 알거든. 시퍼런 날이 든 작살이 목에 나 있는 솜털을 긁고 있는 지금 이 순간조차.
Gotta give us some credit though. Gotta give Ishmael credit. She must be really fucking holding back now because she's like, oh, if I kill her now, we will all die. And that would be a bit of a dick move. But man, it would be so easy.
날 죽이기엔 네가 너무 약하다는 걸 알아.
Ooh.
불쌍하고 영리하기까지 하지. 제 주제를 너무 잘 알잖아.
Ooh.
참 다행이야. 네가 멍청해서 이렇게 굴러 들어오는 기회를 걷어차는 한심한 선원이 아니라는 게.
Ooh.
창백한 고래를 죽이기만 한다면, 내 손으로 끝을 낼 수 있다면, 그 다음에 나는 어떻게 되든 상관없어. 굴러 들어온 심장을 꿰뚫어라 이스마엘. 나의 모든 것은 그때 완성돼. 그 이후는 어떻게 하든 상관없다.
It might be crueler to just let Ahab go, because if she does kill the whale, she has literally nothing left. What then? Literally, what then? Hunt another whale? It's never gonna be the same. You're both idiots. I just want to point that out. You really are. You're both fucking idiots. You are both absolute fucking idiots. Ishmael laughed and laughed. She did not fight back with her biting tongue, nor did she sharply and rationally criticize the captain's words as she did ours. She laughed and laughed and laughed, glaring straight into Ahab's eyes.
좋아, 좋은 눈이야. 네 대답이 벌써 보여. 머릿속에는 이미 들렸지.
그래. 당신의 마지막 항해를 즐기길 바라지. 에이헤브. 그리고 모든 걸 바쳐서 심장이 터질 때까지 살아남아. 그렇게 완성된 당신을 기쁜 마음으로 쳐 죽여줄 테니.
그래, 뱃놈이 목표를 가졌으면 그런 눈이어야지. 실망시키지 않는다 이스마엘. 꿰뚫을 보람이 있는 용암고래보다 뜨거운 피를 토해내며 펄떡이는 심장이 되어주지.
There's a lava whale. A sense of overwhelming dread emanated from the pair's mad laughter. Neither I nor the other sinners dared to intrude. Their laughters were very much alike, to the point where I wasn't sure which belonged to Ishmael and which belonged to Ahab. Yeah, really laying it on thick, aren't we? What was I thinking then? I'm not really sure. It wasn't like we had any other choice, but... Maybe I was hoping that Ishmael would refuse the offer.
심장에 가는 항해에 동참하기로 했다면서.
Yeah, did Ahab tell you what we're being paid in? Because I don't want to have to fight you guys afterwards. Then again, I doubt she'd care that much. She'll be dead, so like she doesn't care what happens to us after the fact.
든든하네. 이렇게 흰 부분 없이 팔팔한 사람들이 같이 해준다니.
What can I say? I wash regularly.
그러고 보니 너희는 어떻게 멀쩡한 거야?
I moisturize.
어떻게 이 창백한 고래의 영향을 하나도 받지 않을 수 있지?
Maybe it's Maybelline. Curious, Starbuck asked. Forsooth, that is none of your business. Moving on.
그런 사정이 있어. 운이 좋았달까?
That's good, yeah, that's cool, because they might steal the Dante for their own purposes. Gregor cut in and blocks Don Quixote's mouth. Probably wise. Oh, the next floor. Wow, oh god, oh, this is gonna be a long one for sure. People have estimated roughly 2 more episodes to get this done, and yeah, that seems about right. I'm gonna try and push through as much as I can. Captain's Quarters 3, even though I thought we left, but no.
심장까지 도달하기 위해서는 꼭 완수해야만 하는 일들이 있다.
Please hunt 200 crabs, junk crabs, so that we can get the scrap to turn the town into a boat.
그리고 심장에 가기 위해서는 2척의 배가 2개의 길을 각각 동시에 가야만 하지.
Okay.
우리 피쿼드호는 최장을 지나갈 것이다.
Fancy.
질문.
Question.
해라.
최장을 왜 너희가 지나가지?
I want to go through the pancreas.
최장은 까마득히 넓으며 산성액이 거세다. 어떤 시간에 어디서 그것이 나오는지 누구보다 잘 알아야 하지.
I don't want to be melted again.
그래서 이곳을 하나도 모르는 어리바리한 너희보다는 여기서 구를 대로 구른 놈들이 적합하다.
We are inexperienced landsmen, admittedly. Starbuck shrugged next to the captain.
또한 최장은 인어들이 제일 많이 서식하는 구역이다. 평생을 인어와 고래를 잡는 데 썼던 우리 선원들에게 유리한 항해지.
I mean, we could take the mermaids, but if you want to take them, that's absolutely fine by me.
그렇다고 특별히 까다롭게 강한 인어가 있는 것은 아니지만 수로 밀어붙이는 게 적합하다.
Okay.
우리는 최장의 끝에서 그곳에 있는 가장 두꺼운 정맥을 잘라낼 것이다.
Which you think would do a lot of damage to the whale in of itself, but sure.
그럼 심장에서부터 피를 보충하기 위해 왼쪽 좌심방이 열린다.
You have a lot of knowledge of biology. I respect that.
우리가 가야 할 곳은 그럼
You're going through the intestines. Have fun.
이쪽 폐로 연결된 심장의 우심방. 이곳은 길이 좁아서 작은 배로도 충분하다.
And one of our senators is like, but Ahab, the intestines don't lead to the heart. And she's like, shut up, I'm the captain. That's it.
무엇보다 너희를 보내려는 길에 고래도 인어가 아닌 다른 것들이 흘러들어왔더군. 수는 적어 보였지만 쉽지 않은 싸움이 될지도 모르니까.
So we get the bigger, more dangerous things, and you get the smaller but much more numerous things. It seems like a fair allocation, to be honest.
너희 같은 소수의 인원은 대규모 전투보다 그런 까다로운 놈들을 상대하는 게 적격으로 보였다.
Well, the funny thing is we're playing with a mostly lure team, and they do kind of specialize in all-out battles, but I see what she's saying, and she's absolutely right.
너희가 없었다면 스타벅과 퀵해그를 포함한 정예 인원을 10명은 보내야 했겠지. 정예 선원이 한쪽으로 치중된 항해는 실패율을 올린다. 여간 골치 아프지 않을 수 없었어.
Problem solved.
하지만 운명적으로 나타나주니 이제 와서 이렇게 모든 게 맞아떨어지는군. 운명이란 놈은 이렇게 제멋대로지.
It sure is a bitch.
에이헤브 씨가 말한 다른 것이라면 로보토미 지부를 삼키면서 같이 삼켜졌을 환상체일 가능성이 높군요.
We are specialized in dealing with those, so that's fine.
짐작 가는 게 있나 보군. 역시 너희를 마주한 건 운명이야. 이 고래를 잡을 운명.
Alright, settle down, Grandma.
너희가 그곳의 괴물들을 죽이고 마찬가지로 동맥을 자르면 우심방이 열린다.
Good, good, good.
그러면 우리는 심실이 만나는 이 심장에서 합류하는 거지.
Where I'm guessing that much like Slay the Spire and Binding of Isaac, the heart itself is a fucking boss fight. Just putting it out there.
그런 다음에는 내가 들어가서 그 안에 있는 심장의 핵, 즉 심장의 심장을 터뜨리는 거다.
But what about the heart of the heart of the heart? There's got to be a core to the core of the core, surely. I feel like I'm overcomplicating things.
심장 안에 심장이 또 있다는 것이요?
Not literally.
이렇게 큼지막한 것과 싸운 적은 없나 보군.
True.
이렇게나 큰 놈이면 심장을 뛰게 하는 심장이 있는 건 당연한 거다.
I was joking. Okay, right. Well, I shan't ever be snarky again. Is that supposed to be obvious?
아기 맥동하는 그 심장을 터뜨리고 나서야 비로소 볼 수 있으리라. 바깥쪽에서부터 새어나오는 자애로운 태양빛을.
I mean, you won't see it because you'll be dead, but you know, whatever. Yeah, your crew will see it, probably. Unless they attack us, which they might.
그러고 나서는 내게 꽂아라. 내 숨을 먹게 할 최후의 작사를.
Cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. So what goes wrong exactly? What is the thing that goes wrong?
이곳의 지리를 파악하지 못했지만 작전의 체계를 생각해 보았을 때 합리적이라고는 판단됩니다. 관리자님.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's a very solid plan. I'm impressed. Yeah, I agree. It looks like Ahab wasn't kidding about checking every nook and cranny of the belly of the whale. She did all that with a singular desire to hunt, to kill this great whale once and for all, and for such a long time.
난 여전히 마음에 안 들어. 저 정체도 모를 선장놈에게 모든 계획을 맡기고 명령에 따라야 한다니. 우리는 시계대가리 말만 따르는 것 아니었냐?
Well, you never fucking listen to me, so what difference does it make? I'm not bitter about it at all.
남이 차려준 밥에 숟가락 얹는 것도 마음에 안 든다고. 차라리 우리 중에 몇 명이 미쳐서 인어 새끼가 되더라도 우리 손으로 끝장내는 게 맞지 않냐?
I don't think that's worth it. Let one or two of us go mad and turn into a mermaid. At least we did it. Like, who cares? Heathcliff, buddy, I need you to sit down and think about the things you said for a moment. And the lack of pragmatism in your words. If I didn't know better, and to be fair, I don't, I think you said this just to piss off Ishmael. Or piss off Ismail.
그거 참 대책 없는 발언이군.
It is kind of ridiculous, mate. I'm sorry to say it, but you do have the crackers at the moment.
그 정도 손실로 해결할 거라는 판단이 들었으면 내가 그렇게 제안했을 거다.
Yeah. It's potentially all of us, in fact.
하지 그랬냐?
Because we might all die, and this is an easier method?
이곳은 정보량이 절대적으로 부족한 전장이자 미지의 공간이다. 언제 어떤 식으로 관리자님이 위험에 빠질지 알 수 없지.
And remember, if I die, so do you.
승률 낮은 도박에 관리자님의 안전도 미지수인 작전을 그저 자존심 때문에 실행한다는 건 신임 머저리들도 꺼내지 않는 이야기다.
I dare say.
심장만 터뜨린다면 끝장날 수 있어. 심장만 터뜨린다면.
She grits her teeth as she repeats it to herself like a mantra. So that she may never forget, not even for a moment.
자, 집결지에서 만나지.
Okay, toodles.
모두 좋은 항해가 되도록.
I'm sure it will go without a hitch.
나의 선원들이여, 그토록 고대하던 태양을 볼 날이 얼마 남지 않았다.
What you didn't realize is that the whale's immune system is a laser-guided Gatling turret system. Actually very advanced. Especially good at shooting clockheads. Wouldn't you know? As it turns out. Big surprise, but there it is.
비릿하고 비열한 도시의 공기를 마시는 것도 말이야.
Can't wait to trade the horrible smells in here for the horrible smells outside. Ahab provided us with a boat that could bring us all the way to the heart.
피코드 선원만 가능해. 이 배 운전.
Okay.
그러니까 내가 해.
So over the course of this journey, we will have conversations with Queequeg and perhaps attempts to be like, yo, you know Ahab is fucking nuts, right? Queequeg joined us as our helmswoman. Queequeg wasn't lying. This boat wasn't like any other boat we'd ever seen. Its body was made of flesh and bones. I also noted that a few pieces of metal plates were visible between the organic materials. Flesh boat! Only a crew of the Pequod could possibly know how to steer this bizarre ship. And that's modern Pequod, not previous Pequod, so even Ishmael can't do it. Journey to the heart. I'm assuming there's going to be 3 floors, like, this floor will be journeying to the heart, and then the final floor will be the heart chamber, like the atrium or whatever. Ishmael stares wordlessly at Queequeg. It's a little uncomfortable.
나는 네가 그리고 선원 모두가 죽은 줄 알았어.
Fair to assume.
나도 죽었다고 생각했어. 너.
Also fair to assume.
그리고 내가 있던 곳엔 죽은 사람 태우지 않고 파묻어.
Well, either of those funerals would have been difficult given the circumstances.
땅 속으로 그리고 마음 속으로 깊숙이 다시 못 꺼내게.
Interesting way to look at it, because in most cases they're like, oh, we return them to the earth, but in this case it's literally like, because we don't want to remember, just want to move on.
내겐 내가 묻힌 사람이야?
나는 보고 싶어. 노을.
That's not an answer, but also is.
이 생각으로 버텨. 숨을 쉬지. 작살 던져.
바깥 세계는 싫었던 것 아니었어?
노을은 따뜻해. 언제나 어디서나.
So members of the crew appear to be very different to how they were back when Ishmael served with them. Maybe the polifications had more of an effect than we might assume. Or Ahab's just won them all over. I'm hearing a terrifying cry coming from far away. I don't mean to interrupt your very personal moment, but I don't like it and I'm a little scared.
인어들의 울음소리.
저렇게 돼 나가지 못하면
Yeah, a little bit.
울부짖기만 해. 만나는 모든 것들을 죽이려고.
It's a bit of a downer.
녹아 천천히. 그러다가 처음부터 없었던 것처럼 흘러가.
It's pretty dire, it is, you're right.
되고 싶지 않아. 이노.
I don't think anyone does.
창백한 고래 죽여야 해. 나갈 수 있어.
That was a concerning noise. I see another vision of Ishmael. Ah, I see. It's growing more and more frequent. Maybe it's the influence of the Golden Bough.
울음소리.
Huh?
지하실에서는 매일같이 끔찍한 울음이 들려온다.
오케이. 이번엔 네가 지하실로 갈 차례네.
Well, he's much more clean-cut than he is now.
인어는 매일 밤마다 울부짖기 때문에 우리는 그것들을 지하실에 가둬야만 했지.
Oh, right, yeah, because they capture mermaids, don't they? For materials and stuff, like perfume.
팁은 내려가기 싫어요. 무섭단 말이에요.
Ah, it's literally Pip. Pip the cabin boy.
제비 복귀 결과야. 안타깝지만 받아들이는 수밖에.
Remember to bring a knife, just in case.
퀴티브, 이상하지 않아?
Everything's weird, but go on.
왜 우리가 이런 짓을 벌이고 있어야 하는 건데?
To make money, I presume?
견뎌야 해. 이스마엘. 우리는 그 창백한 고래를 만날 수 있을 거니까. 모든 게 다 끝날 거라는 의미지.
Yes, but not in the way you'd hope.
그래, 곧 끝날 거야. 그래서 이 항해만 끝난다면
자기 위치도 제대로 안 지키면서 내 배에서 무슨 소란이지?
This deck is filthy. You worms.
선장님, 팁은 지하로 내려가기 싫어요. 죽을 것 같이 무서워요. 겁이 나요.
Don't worry, Pip. Ahab sure does seem like the empathetic type.
팁은 밤마다 소리를 들어요. 지하실 문을 긁는 소리요.
정신 차려라, 피. 저건 그냥 인어다.
She looks so fucking deranged.
팁은 알아요. 팁은 봤어요. 저건 수송선원이었잖아요, 선장님. 스톱이 탄 보트가 그 창백한 고래에게 먹혀버렸어.
Yeah.
피. 지하실의 소리는 듣지 말고 호수 너머를 보도록. 우린 창백한 고래를 만날 날이 머지않았어.
Yeah, about that.
저것의 울음소리가 커진다는 건 그것이 가까이에 있다는 증거니까.
Ah, they're using it to navigate, I see.
저것이 우리를 창백한 고래에게 이끌어줄 테니.
나는 그날 한밤중 에이헤브의 선장실로 몰래 들어갔다.
I always love this as a story thing, right? Where they go like, the character decided to sneak into such and such location to find things, and it's like, yeah, do you know how hard it is to actually sneak into places? Hiding in plain sight, not so bad if you're confident, but actually literally staying quiet and sneaking places, that's not easy. And there are so many things that can happen that would result in you getting caught. Or at least having questions raised. But it's a story contrivance, I get it. It's just, it's not this specifically, it's just in all fiction that's always bothered me, where I'm like, it's never that simple though.
선장실의 무단으로 들어간다는 건 금기에 가까운 짓이었다. 뱃사람이라면 누구나 알고 있네.
Oh cool, it's even worse here.
만약 붙잡히면 선상 반란 혐의로 즉석에서 어떤 처분을 받아도 이상하지 않을 행위였지만
Great.
정확히 무슨 생각이었는지는 나 스스로도 알 수 없었다.
She's very compulsive. Oh, she's just laying there with her fucking eyes open?
에이헤브 선장님, 저는
You didn't really sneak in, did you? Whatever.
선장님.
Like an edgy teenager's bedroom.
선장의 눈은 침실 천장에 붙어있는 호수의 지도를 똑바로 향해 있었다. 미동 하나 없었다. 나는 그 모습을 쳐다보다 비틀거리며 선장실 문을 열고 나왔다. 그럴 수밖에 없었다.
Okay.
선장실에 들어갔었니?
Yep, just wandered in and she was laying there like a psychopath.
스타벅 씨.
선장님은 주무실 때도 언제나 눈을 똑바로 뜨고 계시지. 호수의 영역 어딘가에 있을 그 창백한 고래를 들여다보고 있는 거야. 선장님은 자고 있는 게 아니야. 언제나 깨어나 있지.
Creepy.
그래, 이곳은 선장의 소나귀. 우리는 온몸이 움켜진 채로 허락해주는 만큼의 숨만 쉬고 있을 뿐.
얼른 들어가서 자. 선장님의 말씀대로 그 고래는 멀리 있지 않으니까. 선장님의 말씀은 간혹 이해가 어렵고 종종 다른 생각을 해주길 바라기는 하지만
Fat chance.
그런 시간도 얼마 남지 않았어. 곧 자유로워질 수 있어. 창백한 고래를 잡고 배에서 내리면 우리는
About that. And there's a bunch of losers. These are easier to deal with, admittedly, than fucking Peckard crew members. I just realized my mistake. Because I changed Gregor back to normal Gregor so he can provide healing, and I brought him into the team. What fucking level is he even? 16?
볼 일이야?
What am I doing? I'm gonna have to have him keep using fucking bygone days, which is helpful. It gives everyone SP, but fucking hell. Very silly of me.
저 책을 안내해.
I do love this attack though, it's very cool. Very nice. So yeah, we need to keep Gregor out of the team from now on, because fuck. So soon after setting sail, whoa, we started hearing something shaking underneath the ship. What's that? Forsooth, there may be a foe underneath our ship, scratching. Yeah, that's ominous, we should check it out. What do we do? I mean, I want an ego gift. Fuck it, check under the ship. See what's what. As soon as we decided to check underneath the boat, a powerful shock rocked the stern of the boat. Mermaids! Hostiles are climbing from the bottom of the ship! We can minimize our losses by having one of us go push them off the ship before they latch on. As soon as that was decided, two sinners jumped from their seats and approached me. I will go, Executive Manager. No, I am better suited for this task. The two sinners start bickering. We don't know what'll happen down there, let's choose someone fearless. I mean, that's a slam dunk, isn't it? Surely. There we go. Otis struck at a mermaid crawling up from the waters. Selected identity took 15 HP to— what? Ego gift melted ace LCCP employee badge earned.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
Delightful. We took damage. Pride damage taken minus 10%. That's probably going to be quite helpful. Don't bring Gregor. Bring Honglur because I like him.
탄피가 떨어질 때군요.
Did somebody say Sunlight Blade? Oh, Sunset Blade, I think they did. Oh, I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Get the whispers going. So Sinclair's just gonna absolutely decimate their team. Fucking hell. Oh, the damage. Oh, the multi-hits. Oh, the attack weight. Look at that, they're all staggered, yeah. Good stuff. Nice and easy. This is what I prefer, not getting stabbed to death by harpooners. We now entered a narrow waterway of sorts. Executive Manager, I see mermaids swimming under the ship. Mermaids are lashed onto the walls and are glaring at us as well. This place, hard to steer, and keep track of directions. Hard to do at once. Someone will have to keep track of the directions. Who should keep track? Otis. Because she's really fucking good at it. Left. The road splits to 3. Wait, look, opening at 2 o'clock. Thanks to Otis's quick and clear directions, we were making quick work of the waterways. There's no end to them, huh? But the horde of mermaids attacking our ship doesn't seem any smaller than it did when we first entered. Selected identity healed for 5 SP.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
Nice. Exit still far. Someone will have to continue to keep track of our directions. Should we continue using the same method? Well, we can't use Otis anymore. Ishmael, you're up. Make me proud. Good. Steady as she goes, which is a good Raconteurs song, by the way. Now, right hard rudder. Thanks to Ishmael's quick and clear directions, we were making quick work of the waterways. Been a while since we've done something like this together. Yes, remember? Starbuck on helm, you, me, shouting at Starbuck. Good times. Yeah. Man, there's no end to them. But the horde of mermaids attacking our ship doesn't seem any smaller than it did when we first entered the waterways. Selected identity healed for 10 SP. Ego gift cross not earned.
이 정도는 쉽죠.
That went well. We're almost there. We're almost there. We escape soon to next area. We're almost there. We're almost out, but let's not get complacent just yet. Ah. Can we go 3 for 3? Come on, Rhodia, you can do it. Oh yeah, it's opening up. Wait, it's a waterfall. Steady as you go. Phew. Oh, rocks ahoy. Keep left, and right full rudder. Thanks to Rhodia's quick and straightforward directions, we managed to lose the mermaids and escape the waterway. Good job. So that healed for 15 SP that she didn't need. Mermaid oil.
이런 건 얼마나 집중할 수 있냐에 따라 달렸지.
We got a lot of stuff. If more than 15% of the max HP was lost this turn, gain 2 attack power up next turn. That's pretty fucking good, actually. Inflict 1 additional tremor with a skill that inflicts tremor. Meh. Alright, I've got an idea. If you'll all permit me a moment of foolishness, there's something I wish to try. All right, remember how we switched to a N-Corp team for Kanto 3? Yeah. 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 It's time. It's time. To gain +3 poise counts. That's already, he's getting a lot of poise going on. There's aggro, more bleed. Gain 1 poise for every 3 bleed on target. All right, that's really good. Bleed count equal to 1/4 of bleed potency, which is pretty fucking good. And then, I mean, we're not going to be using that. We're going to be using his active, his combat passive, which is... Oh no, we would be getting that. Gain 1 offense level up and 1 defense level up next turn every time an ally, including this unit, is attacked. Max 6. Deal more damage at less HP. Deal 0.4% more damage for every 1 missing HP. So he can become pretty dangerous. I like it. Wait, one of his skills is called Snag Harpoon? Oh yeah, the second one is called Snag Harpoon. Interesting. Because obviously it's based on Queequeg. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. 7 knots. At 3 plus NV Resin Clash Power +1. At +4 NV Resin Coin Power +1. Inflict 1 bleed at 50%. Yes, at less than 50% HP. Inflict 1 bleed. Inflict 1 bleed. A lot of bleed and damage on crit. And then these are upgraded with more power. Alright, Heathqueg, what do you got?
왔군 때가 고래를 죽이고 심장을 터뜨리고 때.
Very fun. Alright, what do you got in terms of story? We're going to do this first, and we're going to do Captain Ishmael's as well, because it's important, I think, to do so. The child held a dagger, sharp as a razor. His hands were trembling, beads of sweat rolled down his forehead as he fixed his eyes upon the tip of the dagger. The child bit down on a thick piece of rope in his mouth. He brought the dagger close to his forearm and cut. A pained weeping, a quiet wailing, something in between. The rope could not contain such sounds from escaping the child's mouth, but his knife arm continued to cut. The child began cutting faster and faster. Flesh splitting with every gash hewn by the dagger, lifting his tattooed flesh off his skin little by little. Because the brand of the middle must be removed. Ah, is there really no place in the city that could remove his tattoos? Of course there are. No matter how special the middle's tattoos are compared to other augmentation tattoos, there has to be a solution somewhere in the city. But that wasn't how this child wanted to remove his tattoo. Regret for the choices he's made, shame of his past, brand of his alignment. There once was a woman whom he loved dearly. With her words, she broke his heart. Wrath and jealousy drove him to wander until he somehow found his way into the middle. But no matter how much time he spent as a part of the middle, there was no going back like this. All of that had to be removed by his own hands, and that's the only way he can be free from them, so that he can stand proud before the one he loves when he returns. That is what the child thought. That is why this child continues to mutilate himself. Oh, perhaps the child boarded this ship in hopes that, in the far lakes, they would not be able to pursue him. The child killed many things as he toiled as the Pequod's harpooner. Harpooner. He killed mermaids to turn their flesh into jerky. He killed pirates that got in the way. He even hunted whales. He was the captain's harpoon, always striking where the captain ordered the child to strike. Killing wasn't anything new or difficult for the child. The child ended countless lives with his own hands when he was part of the middle. But things have changed since then. Back then, he killed by choice. Now, he no longer trusts himself, so he kills under the captain's orders instead. He clearly recalled what the captain declared. Once this voyage is over, everything will come to be. The future the child wanted, the path that this child truly wished to go in, an old love he so dearly wanted to meet again. The child believed that once this voyage is over, they will all return. Thus he continues to tear his own flesh, thus he continues to pierce the whales with his harpoon. I dare say. Well, that explains why there isn't a Heathcliff middle identity, or at least I don't think there is. Maybe there is, I haven't seen one though. That'd explain a lot. That's cool. What is Uptide 4 like? Pretty fucking good. Might want to lean into it. 1/3 of bleed potency on target. Alright, that's pretty good. A 6+ NVA resin coin power +1 additional. Okay. Oh boy. Gain 2 of each instead of the allies from the Pequod. Max 9. That's a lot. 1% more damage for every 1% missing HP. Okay, that's powerful. We probably should, yeah. Probably should. Good. Okay, excellent. Now, I want to check real quick. Obviously, we did uptie 3 on you, but not uptie 4. So we're going to need that as well. And what about Captain Ishmael? I think I got her up to uptie 4, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I did. Thank fuck for that. Okay, cool. Because she would have been the most expensive. So on hit, inflict bind. Reuse this coin 3 times max. Oh, wow. Okay. 7 plus poise, coin power plus 1. On hit, gain poise. Inflict 6 bleed count. Fuck. And a really strong evade. Well, not... Alright, let me rephrase that. Not a really strong evade, but an evade. Okay, cool. Alright, cool, good. Think we're ready. I think this will turn out quite nicely. But first, we need to check this uptie. This uptie cutscene, which I realize we have to do from the theater. All hands! The child thundered, slamming her giant harpoon upon the ship's deck. The captain stands tall in the middle of a wild and calamitous lake, on top of her precariously swaying ship. The captain wishes to hear your voices. Answer, you dogs, all hands! Aye! First of the crew to roar was the one covered head to toe in tattoos. Ah, interesting. What about the rest of you? Cat got your tongues? All hands! Aye! The crew, their hearts united as one, screams their reply from the top of their lungs to the child's thunders like the roaring waves. All of you here must already know where this ship has set course to. Indeed, we have set course to brave the waves head on. But no sailor shows any signs of fear or anxiety. They merely look up to the child with conviction in their eyes, as though this was what they had been expecting all along. You must also know what the waves bring. Yes. Tonight, we will fell a whale. What whale is that, men? The all-withering crimson whale. It's a rather long name, but they have no trouble chanting it in unison. But that wasn't the answer this child was looking for. The child slowly but emphatically shakes her head before shouting, "Wrong!" To the poop deck with all of you. That whale is a culmination of our goals, our tenacity, it is our purpose. Aye. Its terrible limbs will constrict around us and strangle us and stuff. It's real bad. Its nightmarish suction cups will attempt to latch onto our ship, onto the flesh of our dearest crew. There is no reply, but this silence is not one of fear. Instead, they smile. They all wear a giddy, toothy grin as though a long-awaited present had arrived at their doorsteps. I like the look on your mugs. Just as I expected, the crew of the Pequod has no fear for such insignificant things. Concern yourselves with naught but following your captain's compass, Captain Ishmael's compass. At the end of that path lies all of our victories, the purpose of this voyage. Hi, Captain. And one person's like, did she say suction cups? Captain, I see a storm ahead. Thunder and lightning strike at the wild sea. Another child barges out of the cabins. There is a look of urgency in his eyes, yes, but there is no fear. In fact, he wears a slight smile. The time is upon us. Blinding strikes of lightning and heavy rainstorm rage over the Pequod and his crew. Yet no one moves, no one hides, not even their eyebrows twitch. First mate, I await your orders, Captain. Leave the wheel to the second mate. Give the order to stay on course toward the Crimson Whale. As soon as the second mate has the wheel, grab your harpoon and join me by my side. I shall relay it post-haste. Harpooner! Wait for an opening at the stern of the ship, then make your strike count. Skewer the beast with all your might. Aye! As the crew exchanges rousing speeches with one another, something crimson begins emerging from the depths of the lake. It begins to approach the water's surface. There's the bastard, the whale's tail opens. Yeah, this is my voice, what of it? Welcome to my ship. The child calmly watches as the whale's gargantuan body breaks through the lake's surface. Say my name. Ishmael, captain of the Pequod. Indeed. The child twirls her massive harpoon before aiming it straight toward the whale's tail. Crimson Whale, you shall know and call my name as well. We're gonna teach you English so you can say my name. You shall call me Ishmael. The gaslight inside her harpoon burned brighter and hotter as though it was responding to the crew's passion. Hey look, there's Heathcliff. And I think that's Yi Sang up there. Let the flames of my harpoon be your guiding light. And everything shall come to be. My purpose awaits. Your purpose awaits. Aye. There is burning fervor in the eyes of the crew, but their gaze is fixed onward, clear and focused. The child takes a sweeping look at her crew and their conviction. All hands! Before leaping head-on against the advancing whale. Charge! Good stuff. This version of her is a lot cooler, I've got to be honest. And there you have it. We have our Peckod team now. The Peckod team has been set up, and are we going to use it? Obviously. I didn't stop the fucking Kanto dungeon to set that all up for shits and giggles. We're going in. As luck would have it, we have this right here. So. Oh, and the good news is changing things here won't affect things outside of here. So yeah, we're swapping things around. Yeah, we're swapping things around. Yeah, we're swapping things around. No, not that. Jesus Christ, that'd be a disaster. You three are set up, and everyone else needs to be something that will support you. Like this, for instance. Because of the poise. There we go. There we go. Yes. Is this a stupid idea? You fucking bet. You better believe this is a stupid idea. But I do have backups. Like, to be fair, the game allows you to continuously swap out teams. Like, you can go back to checkpoint and swap out teams. So, if my stupid idea doesn't work, we'll just, you know, swap it back, I guess. But we may as well give this a try. I think it's fun. Right Heart Atrium. We got a boss fight. Good stuff. Now, you may be wondering, how am I going to deploy this team? Oh, you know. You know exactly how I'm going to do this. Yep. We're leaning in.
저거 인어도 아니고 고래도 아니야. 외곽 다른 곳에 괴물?
Abnormality, you say?
환상체라고 명칭합니다. 한때는 로보토미 지부에 격리되어 있었지만 이 고래로부터 삼켜지게 되었죠.
A pallid abnormality. Maybe? That'd be interesting.
다르지만 본 적이 있어. 아니었어. 환상체는.
Huh.
네. 외곽에서는 무엇을 만났어도 이상하지 않으니까 충분히 환상체와 같은 존재들을 봤을 수 있죠.
환상체. 어떻게 태어난 거지?
Don't we make them or something? Like, with vibrate? I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
한때 인간이었던 존재들입니다. 이들은 새로운 에너지 생산을 위해 인공적으로 생산이 되었죠.
있는 것 같아. 원하는 것.
Well, they had many things before they became horrible flesh creatures, you know.
환상체들이 특정한 욕구를 가지고 있는 것이냐고 여쭤보시는 거군요.
Going by the work orders in LobCorp, yeah, possibly.
저들은 알고 있어. 스스로 자기들이 원하는 거, 바라는 거.
뭐 오로지 그것밖에 남지 않은 생물들 같아 보이는데.
That's one way to put it. It is a bit fucked up, it's true.
부러운 거야.
Depressing.
자기가 원하는 거 제대로 안다는 건.
Queequeg was ceaselessly scratching at her arm as her eyes remained fixed on the abnormalities. She was scratching so hard that blood and pale gunk were starting to seep from her torn skin. Yes, she is politified.
퀴퀴가 그만 둬. 몸에 상처가.
I don't think she's particularly fast.
그 버릇 못 고친 거야?
Huh.
달피.
Yeah, they're really not okay, are they?
번데기 되지 못했어.
Spooky. Yeah, I suppose the polidification process really is just cocooning. Holy crap! It's an ambling pearl! Spooky. I hope we get those extra skills soon, because we're gonna need them. But it's a cool team. It's a cool-ass team. I dig it. Okay, let's see what we can do. So let's find out more about you, ambling pearl. We don't know. The shell part retains its resistances even during staggered state. Well, it is a shell. It does check out. Inflict... Oh, God, you're a poison. Oh, you're a poison. Oh, that's annoying. We should at least get rid of the things that cause defense level down, yeah? Neutral. That's not a good sign. We'll give it a try, though. Generates green slime next turn every time this value shrinks. Okay, so it consumes green slime. To what end? I forgot to equip egos. That's probably fine. I really should have changed that one, though. Oh, well. We'll get another, what's it called? Checkpoint after this so we can change it around. Go in, lads. All hands. Just a little bit of bleed, but not much. You're fine. You're less fine. Kind of surprised she didn't get staggered, to be honest, but offense level +8 for this turn is pretty good. Oh, green slimes. Oh. We don't have enough skill to deal with all of those. Apply 3 green slime to Ambling Pearl when defeated by Ambling Pearl. Turn ends. Apply 2 plus surviving green slime. Poisons all enemies. I didn't need that to be a thing. Oh, we do have Blind Obsession. Okay, cool. But if she used it right now, she'd fucking corrode, so that doesn't work. If we can get assist attack going, that might be quite good. So we need to keep them off of Ishmael because she's taken enough. Not a problem if Heathcliff takes it because his whole thing is doing more damage when he has less health. We need to keep Yi-Sang safe because he's just a little cherub. Pursue them to the end, and then we've got 2 more thingies to work with. Unclashable target fixed. Okay. At least we can prevent all damage this turn to us, aside from the poison that will inevitably occur. As long as we win the clashes, anyway. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen Harpoon of Obsession. Good, good, good. I hope we can get a follow-up from this, because that'd be very helpful. We didn't, sadly. We'll make it work. So we did, in fact, take the poison. What is that twinkling thing in that effervescent filth? I don't know. What makes you think I know? We've got more skills now. If we can get Ishmael's SP... Oh, God, that's a lot of poison, though. Take 11 fixed damage, then half the count. You can't use that... Oh, it's a 25% chance to corrode. But if you manage to do it... It would absolutely... I'll tell you what, not on that slot, because we want to be able to use... pursue them to the end. Then again, doesn't Heathcliff gain some stuff for getting Envy Resonance? Yeah, 7 not. We could do with trying to stagger him. That is shell, so he won't stagger if we break it. That would stagger, though. Okay, we'll try for that. See what you can do. Please don't corrode. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't. Thank you.
종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로. 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
It did do enough damage. That's very good. Pleased for that. Yep. Good, good. Ooh. That's a lot of thing. Oh, hey, you got something in. Looking at it closely it appears to be a gem of some sorts. Born after a long time of waiting. Born in the ebb and flow of the filth that fills and leaves that thing with its every movement. Taking its gem away would be equivalent to taking away its reason for existence away. It may fall apart without it. Who will take its meaning away? Go on, Yi-Sang. You just got a bunch of SP. You can do it. Yeah. Yi-Sang reaches towards the twinkling light. The green slime, the acidic burning sensation, the writhing lava, all of it unnerves the sinner. But despite all that, Yi-Sang prevails, claiming the gem with their hand. Oh, an incomprehensible roar echoes. It quickly regenerates something new in its maws, but it won't be the same. Yi-Sang loses 30 SP. Yi-Sang uses 20 HP and loses 3 green slime.
일은 우습소. 3등항에서도 능히 해내겠군.
I hope that was worth it.
나를 보호해라.
Oh, I see. It kind of was because it's staggered. Okay, and we'll just lean in more on the envy and make that happen. Kablams! You didn't like that? I thought it was great. Have I even uptied this? I'm not sure.
파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
That is a lot of fucking damage. Jesus Christ, and it buffs everyone extremely hard. Oh, yeah. You love to see. Oh my god. Oh, ow. Heathcliff, please. Oh, it's already dead.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
It's got nothing left. Snag harpoon, perhaps? Neutral. Yeah, it's not that good at clashing. What about this? That'll work. Maybe body sack? Yep, that'll do it. And then hit him again. Oh, he's so fucked. It's basically over.
내가 시범을 보이지.
Oh my god, that is some insane fucking coin reuse. Goddamn. Oh, that's good. It's been a while since we've seen this.
이 안에 담아주지.
That's a lot of damage. For body sack, that's a lot of... Yeah, he's dead. Not bad, guys. Well done. Very good. And it's worth pointing out that if, like, oh man, we're just struggling to win a fight with that, or it's just not feasible, we could bring in, say, Middle Dawn, for instance, to just provide a much-needed envy boost. Although we would have to level her up. There are ways around things.
뭐 하고 있는 거야?
What are you doing?
퀴케그는
Ah.
아주 가끔씩
I mean, we already knew this from Heathcliff's ID before we did the uptie cutscene, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, the middle tattoos, eh?
누구보다 외롭고 괴로운 밤을 보내곤 했다. 빛이 들지 않는 컴컴한 방 한 구석에서 퀴케그는 자신의 양팔을 내려다보더니 작살줄을 끊어버리는 용으로 가지고 다니던 조그마한 단검으로 그 팔들이 마치 텅 빈 도화지라도 되는 양 마구잡이로 헤집고 있었다.
Surprised the blade could even pierce those arms. They're fucking huge.
이건 대가야.
Price.
자세히 본 퀴케그의 몸은 정체불명의 문신과 그 문신을 억지로 지우려는 듯한 상처로 난도질이 되어 있었다.
Indeed.
이건 네가 이런 거야?
Gee, I don't know, maybe.
맞아.
대체 왜?
잡히 새겨 넣었으니까 내 껍질에 내가 직접.
퀴케그, 이러지 말자. 여러 둥지를 전전하다 보면 문신을 깨끗하게 없앨 방법도 찾을 수 있을 거야. 그러니까 이런 식으로 상처내는 건 좋지 않아.
Probably be quite expensive, especially with the amount of tattoos.
새겨졌어. 특별한 방법으로. 그러니까 지우지 못해. 보통의 방법으로.
And if there was a way to erase middle tattoos, it's probably even more expensive than just getting rid of normal tattoos. So yeah, fun. Probably painful as well.
그리고 방법 찾는다고 해도 그런 식으로 지우지 않아.
왜?
과거를 깨끗하게 지우는 방법 없어.
Gotta do it yourself.
고래잡이 배에 타는 선원들 사이에서 각자의 과거라는 건 암묵적인 금기였다.
Of course it is.
대부분이 과거로부터 쫓기고 있거나
You idiots just literally have a taboo for everything, don't you?
과거를 파도에 씻겨내고 싶었거나
Did you cook your scrambled eggs in butter? That's a taboo, you know.
어떤 식으로든지 돈이 필요하여 낭떠러지 앞 파도로 몸을 던진 이들이 대부분이었으니
Standard.
이스마일 알고 있었지. 나는 왔어. 중지에서부터.
It's a pretty spooky place.
그 어마어마한 양의 문신을 처음 볼 때부터 짐작은 하고 있었어.
중지는 결코 포기를 하지 않는다고 했다. 뒷골목에 떠도는 누구나 알 법하지만 누구나 코웃음으로 넘어갈 수 없는 이야기가 있다. 아이가 지나가던 누군가와 부딪혀서 들고 있던 아이스크림을 옷에 묻혔다고 했다.
Oh god.
옷이 더러워진 그자는 그 자리에서 아이스크림을 잃어 울고 있는 아이를 달래고 돌려보냈다. 하지만 부딪힌 그자가 중지의 간부였으며 하필 그날 입은 옷은 그자의 가장 마음에 든 옷이었던 바람에
This doesn't end well.
다음 날부터 그 아이를 제외한 아이의 가족들을 본 자는 아무도 없었다고 한다.
What? Come on.
농담이나 괴담일 수 있지만 아무도 그 정도 이야기로 취급하지는 않는다.
Yeah, you can't really afford to, can you?
중지는 그런 존재라고 했다.
Yeah. We were beaten to a pulp and would have died if not for the ability to turn the clock over hair coupons. Like, it's funny, you know, we all make a big joke about it, like, ha ha ha, you know, fucking Ricardo got so mad because Heathcliff stole his hair coupons, ha 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 ha, but no, really, that guy was going to murder 12, 13 people over hair coupons. Murder! Straight up beat them to a pulp with his bare hands. Over hair coupons. That's fucked.
하지만 내가 들었던 중지는
Fucking scary.
중지는 누구나 받아들이는 만큼 누구도 쉽게 내보내주지 않는다고 들었어.
Yeah, sounds about right.
맞아. 중지는 기억해. 잊지 않아. 결코.
Wait, so why? Isn't Queequeg fucked if she escapes the whale anyway? Because the middle are just gonna hunt her down? That's unfortunate.
그러니까 도망 안 돼. 하지만 잡혔어. 누군가 말했지. 잡힌 나한테 도망치려면 중지의 모든 거 없애야 한다고.
Well,
없애지 못하면 결국 잡힌다고.
well, there's no denying the fact that that is incredibly harsh. That is more lenient than I would expect from the middle, which is not a compliment to them, by the way. It's not. In fact, if anything, the fact that that's considered lenient is more damning to the middle than, like, complimentary, if you know what I mean. But that is more lenient than I would expect.
내 문신은 중지는 낙인이야. 그러니 낙인도 헤집어놔야 해.
Let me emphasize that that's still a horrible thing to have to do. I'm not making light of that at all. Not saying like, oh, how nice of the middle to say that all she needs to do is carve the tattoos off her fucking skin in order to be free. How generous. No, it's just generous for them. There's a big distinction there.
내 말에도 중지 있어. 그래서 헤집어 놓았어. 여호와 뇌를 내가 직접 어느 의사한테 가서.
Oh, that's considerably worse. Oh, I hadn't even considered that. Oh, that's way worse. Oh, God. Oh, that's way worse. Oh, because of course they are fastidious about details as well, aren't they? So be like, well, technically you learned some words from us, or a way of speaking, like a manner of speech from us. Oh, God. And the worst part is that is still quite lenient for the middle. I'm surprised they didn't murder her on the spot. But once again, that's not a compliment to the middle at all.
그리고 다시 도망쳤어.
말도 잃게 하고 문신을 지우게 하려고 온몸이 상처로 파헤쳐지게 하고 심지어 아직까지 쫓기고 있다니 대가라기에는 지나치게
Kind of is, yeah.
그렇지 않아.
Okay, it isn't. What do I know? To be fair, that I say that, you know, disingenuously. God, that's a hard word to say sometimes. But yeah, actually, what do I know? I have no context for what this is like at all as a person. No, I can't even fathom it. It's beyond my experience. I can't possibly know what it's like. I guess the individual decides if it's a price too high or not. I guess Queequeg has an appreciation for life, where she's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to fuck myself up to escape the middle, but at least I'll live. That's extremely respectable.
그때 나는 이를테면 구더기.
Huh.
뭐야? 비유라기엔 너무 극단적인데?
몸을 통해서 기어다녔어. 그게 전부인 줄 알아서 그곳에서는 알 거라고 믿었지. 그들은 나를 작은 누님으로 만들고 싶어 했어.
That's quite a thing.
그래서 나는 많이 죽였어. 명령이 죽인 게 아니야. 내 손이 누님이 되어 존경받고 싶은 내가.
It's an interesting perspective thing where it's like you would consider your standing or position or acclaim within such a faction as everything, even though it is really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. It's a hard thing to convey, but it's something very applicable to real life as well. Some people see, for example, their favorite sports team as being everything, even though it is incredibly minor. I could even be accused, and this wouldn't be inaccurate, could even be accused of considering my work on the channel and how it's going as being extremely important to me, and it is. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not. This is just a bunch of fucking videos made by some guy. It's very insignificant, even within its own field, let alone in the grand scheme of things. But the perspective is that it is everything. I imagine, I don't want to do this, I have no plans to do so, but it's a hypothetical for the purposes of the discussion. But if I was to be like tomorrow, be like, you know what, done with YouTube, bye, and deleted the channel and walked off, given, I don't know, a month or two, I'd probably be like, why did I ever put that much work into it? Why did it ever matter to me? It wasn't a big deal, it was nothing, it was something very small. Because that's just what happens when your perspective shifts. That's just what happens when you change your surroundings, when you see things in a different way. I don't have any plans to do that. I'm very committed to making videos. But the point is that is a real thing. You know, when you're in school, the opinions of your classmates seem like everything. That seems so important. And it's not. It is so insignificant. But it doesn't seem that way from where you're standing.
아니야. 지금은 우리 모두 번데기일 뿐이야. 탈피는 아직 시작된 게 아니야.
Ah, we're going with cocoon metaphors for this one. Okay.
탈피.
이번 항해가 끝나면
Technically, she's not wrong. It's just, it wasn't the born again that anyone really wanted.
같이 찾아보자. 번데기에서 나가는 방법을.
어떻게?
나도 몰라. 그러니까 같이 찾아본다는 거 아니야.
저 오빠 이스마일 모른다고 말하는 거.
First and last.
그렇게 배에서 내린 후의 미래에 대해 생각해보게 된다.
대왕 오징어 항구. 난 그 앞에 해물 철판집을 할 거야. 지난번 항해에서 목 좋은 데를 내가 봐놨거든.
Seafood grill joint. What an idea.
그냥 청새치 항구에 소문난 집 베끼기 아닌가?
Ha.
아니거든.
No, mine will be better. Blackjacks and hookers.
빕은 돈 많이 벌고 싶어요.
Respectable.
빕, 건물주 할 거예요. 그게 제일 돈 많이 번다고 했어요.
Yes, Pip, but at what cost? The cost of your soul.
저 녀석은 내 설거지꾼으로 찜해놨어. 저번에 보니까 기름때를 잘 벗겨내더군.
Way to bring him down to earth, fuck.
아니에요. 스타벅 핍의 건물 아래에 들어올 거예요. 핍한테 돈 바쳐야지.
Yeah, or you're gonna be homeless. Oh.
1등 항해사가 그냥 놀림거리지, 너희한테는.
Nope.
과거를 묻어두고 꿈도 미래도 없이 한 치 앞만 겨우겨우 잡아가며 살던 나와 같은 사람들이 배 위에서 삶과 죽음에 교차하며 서로 의지해가는 중에 희미하게 하나 둘 미래를 그려갔다.
Kinda sad to know that none of it's gonna come to pass.
나도 무언가를 그렸다. 안개가 낀 비린내 나는 어느 조그만 항구에서 나는 퀴케그와 걸어간다. 손에는 두꺼운 서적들이 들려있을 수도.
Okay.
뭐 손질이 멀끔하게 된 수상쩍은 날부치가 들려있을 수도. 단순히 그날의 맛있는 끼니거리를 들고 있을지 모르지. 그리고 계속 고민해가는 거야. 어떻게 하면 꾸준하고 덤덤하게 살아갈 수 있을지를.
Huh. Here, Ishmael stared wordlessly into her shimmering reflection, into the rippling and opaque river of acid surrounding the boat. Just as she stared into the lake back aboard Mephistopheles, her expression was so solemn and withdrawn that I couldn't bring myself to even approach her. In the opaque waters, Ishmael saw herself, her future that now rested forever out of reach at the cold abyss of the lake. Her friends who could never return. How would it feel to know that your dreams will never come true? I was too absorbed in this hazy, ruminating thoughts to realize that I'd approached Ishmael and struck up a conversation. Dante, that's a really weird thing to do. How do you talk to someone while having your mind absorbed in another thought? Ishmael, once this whole ordeal is over and we go back to Mephistopheles, she turns around. How about we all go get ice cream together? Dante, I really appreciate the attempt. I really do. Like, I don't... It seems hopeless at this moment to present such an idea, but I don't want to criticize Dante for it because I really like the attempt. I really appreciate it from them. I really, really do. And that's why I'm not going to criticize them. I'm just going to leave the implication that it's probably not a good idea, but I really appreciate that, Dante. That's a really nice thing to say. If hopelessly naive. You know, the one Don Quixote wanted. The fish ice cream. That's what everyone wants. It won't matter whatever future I bring up with Ishmael now. None of it would reach her. So, the most I could offer her now was a hopeful, immediate tomorrow. Something a little closer than the future that Ishmael was trying so hard to take back.
돌아간다.
We're planning to leave the whale.
관리자님, 만약 제가
Fuck knows, I decide in the moment.
만약에 제가 돌아가지 않겠다고 한다면 어떻게 하실 건가요?
I mean, what is there to do exactly? What do you mean?
심장을 터뜨린 후 마침내 이 손으로 에이헤브 그놈을 죽여버리고 나면 그 후에 제가 다시 돌아갈 이유가, 살아갈 이유가 있을까요?
Well, at least she's starting to get it now, where she's kind of like, I don't even know what I'd do after I kill Ahab, and it's like, that's what you gotta start thinking about. That's what you should have already been thinking about like months ago, years ago maybe even. Killing Ahab cannot be the end goal of your life. I know, it is practically Ahab's fault that Ishmael's hopeful future has not come to pass, because Ahab led them all to disaster. I do understand that, but that's why you gotta make new futures. I had plans when I was a kid, they didn't work out, so I made new ones. They didn't work out, so I made new ones. You adapt, you change, you grow. You can't remain in what occurred previously. You can only attempt to make new paths, new horizons, reach new horizons, new goals, new ambitions, new dreams. What do you want? Short term and long term. Short term, I want to be able to wake up in the morning whenever I feel like and have a nice cup of tea and take my morning real slow. And I actually do get to do that at the moment, which is amazing, by the way. I can't over exaggerate how much that is like such a minor thing, but means the world to me, that I get to wake up. I don't wake up late. I try to get up at a reasonable time in the morning, but that's because I choose to. And I get up, I have a cup of tea, and I sit at my desk, and I just go over the data for the day. Like I look over some comments or view counts or what have you. Just being able to sit with that cup of tea, and my current cup of tea is empty, which makes me sad. But that luxury, and it is a luxury, is one of the things I've been working the past I think I've been doing content creation for like 8 years, four-ish years on this channel. But that's what I've been working the past 8 years for, was for the ability to just get up in the morning and have a cup of tea at my own leisure. That's why I worked as a water treatment engineer and got up at like 4 in the morning whilst ill to go to London and work on water tanks, to come home at 9 p.m. to do it again the next day, whilst also putting out videos, because I was putting out Library of Ruina during that time, so that was 2-hour videos every other day. All that so that I could get up in the morning, go downstairs, pet my dogs, brew a cup of tea, sit at my desk, go over some figures, and drink my tea. That was not my dream, or was not a part of my dreams when I was a kid. But it is now, or it was, and now I've gotten it, I guess. Maybe not forever. That's why I need to keep working hard to make sure I can continue to do this. But my point, I guess, I wandered way off course there. And I appreciate that it's not so simple. You know, I'm saying stuff, but I'm not in Ishmael's position. So I can't be like, Ishmael, you just gotta fucking deal with it. Cope. Less seething and molding and more coping. I can't present that as a genuine solution because that's ridiculous. But that's what she should have been doing. Yes, she has a right to be angry with Ahab. Absolutely. Not going to pretend she isn't. But it's never too early to think about what you want to think about. A new plan, a new dream, a new hope, a new ambition, a new future. What do you want your future to be? It doesn't have to be big. You don't have to be sit there and be like, what's my future? Well, I'm going to be a fucking lawyer at 25. No. What do you want the future to look like? What do you want? Do you want to be able to get up in the morning and have a cup of tea? That's something to work towards. It's so simple. But it's important. Do you want to be able to cuddle your dog? Do you want to be able to live somewhere where you have a dog that greets you every morning? It sounds so simple, but it's a simple pleasure and it's something to consider. I don't know. We're waxing way off course, and I apologize for how long I've stuck on this point, but it's important to me, I suppose, and that's why I went on about it. But I can understand why she wouldn't want to necessarily go back to Limbus. This hasn't exactly been the best experience, has it really?
그건 공식적인 퇴사 선언을 하는 건가?
But why don't we leave such things for after the thing is over? She can submit her request once it's over, if such a thing is a thing.
아니요, 잊으세요.
Otis, I had it handled, you know. If Ishmael finally gets what she wants, what's next? Would there even be anything left? This is kind of the point I've been making. Is it right for me to even ask her to continue on to the next? That's the thing though, like everything I'm saying is genuinely in the intent of like, she needs to figure that out for herself. I know this isn't gonna happen because it would be a bit absurd if the game removed a party member, but if she was like, once this is done, I'm leaving Limbus, I'd be like, fair enough, good luck to you. Like, I think that might be a genuinely good decision. To go pursue your own thing after this. Your future, whatever you want that to be. It's clearly not going to work out that way, but the question is, how is the situation with Ahab going to be resolved? Because it seems like going ahead with killing Ahab is just going to, or murdering Ahab actually would be the case because she won't be defending herself, would be a confirmation of that I don't have an end goal beyond this kind of mentality. Whereas what I suspect will happen is Ishmael will go, nah, I don't want to, and Ahab will freak out because that was like her whole way of winning this, as it were. That's what she wanted, and she will attack, and then we'll kill her in self-defense. Don't know if that's true, but that's what I suspect. We're going to continue going forward with this team, but do I have a Teth? No. But I suspect Wingbeat will be more useful than for this build than Arda Blossom Star. It's not even the end of this floor, Jesus. After defeating the abnormality, we sailed for a while without much incident. That was when a wall. A thick solid wall appeared before us. Artery beyond this wall. Walls open, closes, opening is very short. Don't get grabbed by mermaid there. Chopped in half, if grabbed by mermaid. And with a heavy rumble, the wall immediately started to open. Keep mermaids off ship. They'll slow us down. We get cut in half. The mermaids must have sensed the rumbling. They began rushing at our ship. Who will take vanguard in keeping the mermaids off our ship? Ishmael, you got it. God, that was closer than I'd have liked. Ishmael takes vanguard, knocking mermaids off the boat. Good enough. Nice, we made it through. Don't get complacent, we have to remain alert. Ah, the wall is twitching like it's about to... Not a second after the stern of our boat made it past the wall, the door slammed shut. Let's keep moving to the artery. Spooky. All allies healed for 5 SP. Compulsives not.
당연하지. 내 나침반이 틀린 적이 있었나?
Good stuff. When at less than 0 SP, final power +1 to envy, wrath, and gloom affinities. That is useful. And a fight. Gonna keep this team, fuck it.
작살. 놓치지 말게.
Good idea? No.
야, 네 머리띠
Hey, what's up with your headband?
피가 엉망진창으로 묻어 있잖아. 아, 이거 좀 호런데.
Could you wash your headband? It's creeping me out.
물로 씻으면 금방 지워져요.
What water? We're inside a whale.
내 머리띠 익숙해. 익숙한 매듭. 절방 매듭.
퀴키그, 나는 너의 관에 매달린 줄을 붙잡고 살아남았어.
They were very good ropes that you tied.
어쩌면 네가 붙잡았을 수도 있을 그 줄을 악착같이 붙잡고.
Well, it's not like you pushed her off of them to fucking hold on to him yourself. She was somewhere else.
그 줄. 너를 위한 줄이기도 했어.
Huh.
저기 안에 들어가서 기름을 꺼내오라고요?
Fun?
그래. 생각보다 그렇게 어렵지는 않아.
끔찍한 냄새를 풍기는 고래의 시체가 갈고리에 매달린 채로 흔들리고 있었다.
It smelled terrible.
몸집이 작고 민첩할수록 유리하지.
No, I don't get Pip to do it.
나는 그렇게 작진 않은데.
You're pretty small.
원래 이런 일은 신참들이 하는 거야. 잔말 말고 들어가는 게 좋을 거다.
Damn, Stubb, we sure do miss you after you got turned into a mermaid, yeah. Real shame that you went.
고래를 잡는다고 끝나는 일이 아니었다.
Of course not.
그 고래에서부터 나오는 엄청난 양의 기름을 퍼나르는 일도 고래잡이의 일 중 하나였으니까.
Which I imagine is extremely valuable.
아니, 저 안에 뭐가 있을 줄 알고요.
답답하네. 당연히 고래기름이 있겠지. 우리를 등 따스고 배부르게 만들어줄.
Yeah, but what's the difference between the oil and the blood? How can you even tell?
스톱이라는 선원은 2등 항해사였는데 대개는 짜증에 가득 차 있었다.
There was a man named Stubb, the second mate. He was a bitch.
전
못 들어가요. 이런 무적행 속에 고작 칼날 한 번만 스치면 끊어질 끈 하나만 믿고.
Understandable.
그 말이 목 끝까지 나오려던 순간이었다.
지금 뭐 하는 거야?
Making a knot that isn't shit.
묶어. 네 끈을 내 허리에.
왜?
이렇게 묶으면 네가 떨어지면 나도 떨어지게 되니까.
Queequeg, you could pick her up with one arm. I don't think you'd fall as well.
한 몸 되도록.
That is a good. It's a very nice gesture, though.
나는 그 부정확하고도 많은 것이 생략되어 있는 문장에 묘하게 안심을 느꼈다. 한 몸이라는 건 내가 떨어져도 잡아줄 누군가가 있다는 것이며 동시에 떨어지는 내 모습을 지켜봐주는 사람이 있다는 것이었으니까.
Which is the role that Dante is kind of starting to fill, but is nowhere near as reliable as Queequeg, which might have led to some of Ishmael's frustration / lack of trust.
그렇게 밧줄의 한쪽 끝은 퀴케그의 허리에, 한쪽 끝은 내게 묶여 있었다. 그런데 그 생각을 한 지 얼마나 됐다고. 거의 줄은 너무 짧았고 보란 듯이 끊어져 버려서.
Amazing.
나는 그 기름 구덩이의 뱃속으로 추락했다.
Gross. Geez, Stubbs, you couldn't have got some better rope?
온갖 내장들과 장기와 기름과 찌꺼기보다 더 견디기가 힘들었던 것은 아무것도 보이지 않는 어둠이었다.
That's a pretty grim place to be, yeah.
고래 기름은 진동하고 울리며 소리를 낸다.
That's even worse.
진동하는 기름은 무엇이든 하나가 되려고 한다고 한다. 초진동적 결합, 진동수, 그리고 그걸 이용하여 만드는 공명굽새와 그 파장과 연료. 알아먹지 못할 도시의 말로 하는 사람도 있지만.
The resonance tuning forks. I was wondering if we'd hear about that again.
결국 고래를 채우고 있는 이 기름은 상대를 자신의 것으로 만들고 뒤덮는다.
God, they really are laissez-faire with their crew, aren't they?
그렇게 살아있는 고래의 기름에 뒤덮이면 고래의 인어가 되고. 나보다 부피가 큰 죽은 고래의 기름에 들어가면 자기의 존재는 옅어지고 천천히 녹아 흩어진다고 한다.
And this was all like, go get the oil on this shit rope.
그때 나는 내가 얼마나 작고 연약하고 보잘것없는 존재인지에 대해 알 수 있었다. 고래들은 사실 외로웠던 게 아닐까. 그래서 자기와 같은 것으로 만들어버리는 기름을 품고 다니는 게 아닐까.
Bit of a stretch, but I see your point.
어쩌면 사람들도 외로워서 어떻게든 누군가를 자신의 것으로 칠하고 채우려는 게 아닐까. 그런 나는 내가 무엇으로 채워져 있는지도 모르는데, 그런 내가 누군가를 어떻게 칠하고 채울 수 있어. 나는 고래보다도 옅은 사람인가 봐.
I mean, the whales are pretty deep. You're literally sat in one right now.
단순히 남들과 다른 삶을 살고 싶어서, 그저 그런 삶을 살기가 질린다는 이유로 배에 올랐던 나는.
Is that any lesser of a reason, though? We make our own purpose.
나는 결국 뭘 하고 싶은 걸까?
Not knowing what you want is fine. You just sort of do stuff and figure it out. It comes to everyone eventually. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be a little thing, like that massive fucking soliloquy I went on about 10 minutes ago.
모든 게 옅어지는 어둠 속에서 그때 빛이 보였다.
There was a light.
그 빛이 새어 들어오는 틈 사이로 하늘에서 내려온 것과 같은 줄이 보였다. 이 줄만큼은, 눈앞에 이 줄만큼은 내 손으로 붙잡고 살아. 눈앞에 그것은 명확했으니까.
이스마엘!
You're fucking drowning in shit.
줄 꽉 잡아라!
기름 범벅인 채로 죽었더라면 그야말로 존재감 없는 죽음이었겠네.
Yeah, it would have been pretty fucking tragic, Starbuck. Maybe we should attempt to prevent this in the future. I don't know.
도시에서 제일 의미 없는 죽음 중 하나였겠죠.
Fun.
어쩌면 나는 그날 다시 한번 태어난 건지도 몰라.
Sure.
그래, 내가 그날 붙잡았던 줄은 절대 끊어질 수 없을 거야.
줄 끊어졌어.
I know they're not referring to the same rope, but that's pretty funny.
아니야, 다시 한번 붙일 수 있어. 다시 엮을 수 있어. 심장에만 갈 수 있다면.
Well, that's the thing with rope, right? It snaps, so you tie another knot. It's shorter, but it's still rope.
넌 자유를 찾을 수 있어.
우리 이곳에 갇히고 하나의 생각만 해야 했어. 인어되지 않기 위해.
If in the process of traveling with us, Queequeg starts to doubt a captain, is she just gonna immediately politify? Or will the proximity to Dante counteract that?
의심하면, 망설이면 몸이 하얗게 되어가.
Yeah.
알지? 고래기름.
And this place is filled with whale oil, is it not?
다시 너를 만나 새로운 모험을 떠나려면 이곳을 나가야 한다고. 이것을 죽여야 한다고. 그러기 위해서면 끊어야 한다고. 줄을.
Right.
인어되지 않기 위해 그 하나만을 생각하고 또 생각해. 그러다 나는 어느 순간부터 묻었지. 너를, 이것의 심장, 죽이기 위해 내 마음을 잠재운 거야.
Damn. Oh right, a fight. Yeah, I forgot we were even going into a fight after this. All works out. And we get the resistance bonuses as well from to me as well. The protection. It's requiring me to think about it a little bit. Oh, 28. Fuck me. God. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Ah, he's already dead. It's requiring me to think about it a little bit more, which is more interesting and enjoyable. Very cool. Very cool. It's a cool team. I wonder how far I can get with just the three of them. If I could beat the dungeon with them, that'd be pretty fucking cool. The final boss got nerfed, so it's possible. I'll get as far as I can on this one, but don't want to push it too far. But these dungeon episodes are just gonna have to be longer.
이곳이 선장이 말한 두 번째 방인가?
We're making progress. It's the center of the heart once we get past here, huh? Queequeg approached me. Now only I notice that she's fucking huge and I'm tiny.
너 이름 알아. 단테라고 불려.
That's me. Yeah, that's my name. They call me Dante. You can't hear me anyway, so...
너 말 내겐 들리지 않아. 고래나 인어의 말 같아.
Well, luckily I'm neither of those things, so please don't harpoon me.
너는 살려내. 선원들.
Like a whale. Well, I guess that's all I do, really.
몸뿐만이 아니야.
Oh?
너는 살려내. 마음까지.
Yeah, I guess so. Heart? I couldn't help but be confused by what Queequeg said. Unless she's talking about an actual heart. I never had any powers like that. No one ever told me that I did either.
잃어버리게 하지 않아.
Dante tries.
저들의 방향. 서로가 정말 가고 싶어 하는 곳. 시계 소리로 알려줘.
I ticket them and they figure it out. You know, it's a good system.
나 바라고 있어.
You want Ishmael to not be a compulsive psychopath?
나는 이스마엘이 더 이상 필요하지 않게 되면 좋겠어.
Pretty much. We do absolutely dominate them in head-to-head combat. The downside, of course, is that, you know, we are outnumbered. We can make it happen. This should do a lot of damage. It did, in fact. Such a good move. No chance. This team, even just as they are, is pretty fucking good. God damn. The damage though! Oh my god, it's vicious.
가까워진다.
They've got nothing. It's very strong. Just the three of them as well. Imagine if I lent into like Blade Lineage alongside them, or Middle alongside them. That'd be wildly effective. I'm keeping it as is. Fuck it. What we'll do is we'll fight this boss and that'll be it for the day. Even if I lose, unless it's really close, which point I might try again. But let's see what we can do.
가자. 죽이라.
My hope between now and the next one is to get Yi-Sang up to level 40. Woo! We just need to get past the abnormality and then we can get to cutting the whale's arteries. And then definitely there won't be a boss fight in that room.
저 힘줄 같은 걸로 이루어진 다리를 건너면 되겠군.
Ah, sinew bridge sounds fun. Queequeg suddenly steps in between us and the bridge.
뭐 하는 거지?
이곳 바닥 얇은 핏줄로 이루어져 있어.
We might just fall right the fuck through.
이쪽으로 가야 원래 작전.
길로 보이지만 길 아니야. 한 명이 가고 다음 사람일 때 무너져.
That would be no good. What? Otis was the first to put the pieces together.
감이 오는군. 무너진다는 걸 알고 있었다. 그럼에도 불구하고 우리 전부를 이 길로 안내한 것은
That means...
네놈 혼자 건넌 다음 뒤따라오는 우리를 전부 떨어뜨리려 한 거였군.
Was that the plan? Did Ahab tell you that was the plan?
역시 내가 구린 냄새가 난다고 했지. 야! 그 미친 선장놈이 시켰냐?
Heathcliff, this is not why you didn't want to do this play. You didn't want to do this play because you're like, I want to beat up the whale. I want to punch its heart, make it die, and then I'd have done it, and it'd be pretty cool. I guess I could tell Kathy I did it. I was like, I punched the whale's heart, and it fucking died. Isn't that cool?
희생 필요하다 했어.
I fucking bet she did. Smooth moves, Grandma.
누군가 떨어져야지만 앞으로 갈 수 있는 곳이라고. 나 함께 나가고 싶었어. 피커두어 선원들과.
Well, the fact that we're talking about this now indicates that this is probably not going to happen, so what's going to happen now?
그리고 그 명령을 덥석 따르겠다 한 거냐?
Pretty much.
그래.
Yeah.
왜 마음을 바꾼 거야?
Because if the plan went off without a hitch, we wouldn't be able to make any more cantos.
알고 싶어졌으니까. 나도.
뭘?
Are you gonna cut your hair like ever? You will trip over it.
내가 가고 싶은 방향.
Wait, so who's the boss fight against? Is it against Queequeg? No, I was gonna say, that'd be fucking absurd. Skin profit, huh? That's interesting. If every candle is snuffed and at full HP, gain resistance until all candles are lit again. When all candles are lit, lose resistance. Okay. You have counters. Scorn not the prophecy. 5 burn and 2 burn count. Unclashable. Oh, that's a problem. Ah, that is a problem. It might be awkward trying to do this with just 3 party members. We'll give it a try though, and we'll save all of that for when we can hit them instead. Actually, scratch that. We'll go Pride Resonance for this turn. Because I want to be able to hit that with Harpoon of Obsession next turn. This will provide buffs. Not a lot we can do other than this.
총원 불격! 내가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다!
So we have to monumentally fuck up the candles in order to light them. Okay. And you're just going to keep attacking us until we do. So you go for that one, you go for that one, we'll see what we can do. Every turn that we delay in actually succeeding at this is costing us. There we go, that took care of that one. That took care of that one. And that took care of that one. Okay, the candles are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
선원들,
나를 보호해라.
You fool, this is all just making Heathcliff stronger and more dangerous. So we do have to pursue them to the end. That's good. We can even do it twice, in fact. Save that, use this. Store prey, impale, pursue them to the end. Oh, fuck, really? Okay, so Heathcliff's gonna take some hits. It's inevitable. Not a lot we can do about it. Anything we know more about your passives? No. All illuminating light. I didn't bother to check you guys' passives. HP does not drop below 1. At 1 HP, light the candles and uses an attack skill. When all candles are lit, use a defensive skill. Snuff out the candles next turn when out of shield. Okay, but as we get more attack skills, this will become easier to deal with. So it shouldn't be a problem. I think we're just going to need to near enough do exactly what we were about to do. It's got one body part. Maybe if we can stagger it quick enough? Unlikely, but we'll see. Good shit. What a strange abnormality to show up in this thing's stomach. A lot of bleed. Not a lot of bleed, actually. Not a lot of bleed at all. Good extra attacks. You love to see it. Good extra attacks. You love to see it. You'll be okay, Heathcliff. That defense level up must be doing a lot of favors. They're all still lit. That's quite good. 9-2. Yeah. Snuffs out all candles next turn. Luckily, its speed is at 1 now, thanks to, was it Pursue to the End that did? I can't remember which one does bind. Impale, yeah. So actually, having Yi Sang follow up with Impale is super fucking helpful. Okay. Dig it. Struggling, unsurprising. Okay, yeah, can run it like that, and then next turn we'll have more opportunities to do follow-up attacks, which will be less useful because the candles will be snuffed out, but doesn't matter. If we can stagger him this turn, that can do a lot. It might buy us a turn to sort out the candles. That was lucky. Good. Good. Excellent. Marvelous. You love to see it. Oh yeah, crits. We love crits around here. Good shit. More good shit. Gaining SP. Good. This should be enough damage to stagger it, provided we win these clashes. Which we are. Good shit. Which I guess makes to me a little less useful. Best way to do this, I think. Oh yeah, that took care of him. Fuck. Heathcliff is a wild animal. Holy shit. That one's taken care of. Yeah. Those candles take a whooping. Alas, that's all of them except one. Unclashable. I suppose we'll have to clash those, but that's fine. Doing to me will be useful because it provides protection. Your marked will be primarily targeted. He'll probably stagger. Yeah, he'll probably stagger. That's fine. We'll deal with it. The attacks are unclashable, so I can sit here and be like, yeah, that's fine, but it's not as if we can do anything about it anyway. So it would have to be fine. We just have to make do. Keep building a lot of poise. And gaining a lot of SP as well. That candle got sent to the moon. There it is. He does have some protection, though. The records inscribed with that burning quill are endless, yet the prophet must write, because the future is also endless. Who will read the records? Yi Sang, this is something you can do. Probably. Lucky. Yi Sang snuffed the burning flames and looked into the records. A bunch of bullshit. The sinner could not understand a single word of it, but soon realized that reading it was unnecessary. Yi Sang merely accepted the records as they naturally came to them. The sinner felt as though something was constricting around their head, but their weapon arm felt empowered. One of its heads was glaring in their direction. Yi Sang loses 20 SP, gains 2 attack power up for the encounter, gains 3 damage up and 3 fragile for the encounter. Skin profit. Reduced HP of candle with the most HP to 1.
정도 일은 우습소. 3등항에서도 이미 해내겠군.
Oh hey, you're not staggered anymore. Good for you, man. Well done. Pleased. Well, nothing left but to just go in. Hit them with the pride attacks. Oh yeah. It's worth pointing out that +6 bleed count is on crit, but it's looking like that will probably happen. You're in big trouble now, matey boy. Good shit. Oh, no chance. Oh, it's embarrassing that you thought you could win. No way. You're a joke.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
No chance. That's a good fucking team. Yeah. Once they start getting their attack skills going, oh boy.
핍 구하려다가 고래에게 물렸어요. 핍 구하려다가 고래에게.
I'm guessing this is Stubb. Stubb got stubbed. Absolutely stubbed out.
진짜 노자비는 왜 갑자기 그놈의 기름을 뒤집어서 갖고 하네.
Not going well.
저 어린 놈을 델타로 쓰는 것부터 말이 안 됐어.
선장님, 피백을 말해주세요. 스톰은 이제 죽나요?
Technically, no. Technically, no.
내가 말했지.
I don't know, you say a lot of things.
내 배에서 내 허락 없이는 누구도 눈을 감지 못한다고. 난 아직 너희에게 죽어도 좋다는 허락을 내준 적이 없다.
And yet, some people have probably died.
그럼 저는 어떻게?
I'm fucking dying, by the way.
피쿼드호는 창백한 증오의 고래에 거의 다 도달했다. 이제 필요한 건 올바른 나침반뿐이지.
Stubb, you're gonna be that compass. Congratulations.
우리 눈앞에 인어가 훌륭한 나침반이 되어줄 거다.
그게 무슨 말씀? 전 인호가 아닙니다, 선장님.
Not yet.
그 고래에게 먹힌 것은 곧 백색의 인어가 된다는 걸 알고 있을 텐데.
Sucks to be you, buddy.
인어를 지하실에 있는 큰 수조 안에 가둬라. 본능적으로 증오와 미움의 고래가 있는 방향만을 향해 헤엄쳐 갈 거다.
Now, Stubb is a dick, admittedly, but that's still a pretty fucking monstrous thing to do. Jesus.
선장님, 제발.
To the brig!
스타벅, 아래로 조각배 하나를 내려라.
갑자기?
풍덩거리는 소리가 잠시 후에 들렸고, 그렇게 시간이 지나는 동안 배에 탄 모든 선원이 갑판에 나와 에이헤브를 둘러쌌다.
As she continued to be fucking loopy.
그리고 에이헤브는 크게 말했다.
어디선가 들린다. 스톱의 목소리다.
Okay.
무슨 소리를?
모두 똑바로 들어라. 그 고래를 죽이기 위해 기꺼이 목숨을 내던진 위대한 선원 스톱의 목소리가 저 호수 어딘가를 떠돈다.
People usually wait a minute before they rewrite history, but I gotta respect the audacity.
내가 위대한.
우리는 급박한 항해를 위해 그를 다시 태울 수 없었다.
Oh, is she telling the crew that he's fucking dead?
하지만 그는 죽지 않았다. 비록 목숨을 건 사투 끝에 배에 돌아오지 못하고 이곳을 넘실대고 있지만 곧 내가 내린 조각배를 타고 안전한 곳으로 갈 것이다.
Wow.
그가 외친다. 우리의 성공을 위해 바락바락 외친다. 그 목소리가 우리를 보고 나아가라고 한다.
That's blatant.
대체 뭐야? 이 정신 나간 말은.
나아간다. 우리
Alas.
퀴케그?
나는 이 항해를 성공적으로 마치고 가장 먼저 가까운 항구를 찾을 것이다. 그곳은 있다. 스톱이 행복한 얼굴로 우리를 맞이하겠지.
She almost sounds like she fucking believes it.
나는 그에게 걸맞은 보상을 줄 것이다. 그리고 우리의 끈질겼던 항해에 대해 긴 밤을 지새우며 이야기 나누리라.
Oh boy.
나는 행복하게.
그곳엔 너희도 있다. 너희 모두가 있다. 스톱의 이름으로 우리는 그 밤 주점의 모두에게 술을 살 것이다.
This is so fucked.
이 항해가 끝나면 모든 것이 보장된다.
Everything will be fine.
이 항해만 끝난다면
Once the voyage is over,
이 항해 끝나면
everything will be fine.
항해가 끝나면 증오의 고래 드디어 우리의 눈앞에
Goddamn.
죽일 수 있는 거죠, 선장님.
Eventually.
그의 외침에 보답하자. 증오의 창백한 고래를 죽인다. 모두가 동참하라. 세상과 도시가 가지고 있던 그대들을 사지로 내몰고 있는 그 증오스러운 악을 없애는 일에 동참하는 것이다.
What can I even say? What is there even to say?
모든 고난, 모든 부조리, 모든 이별은 그 고래가 자아내는 악에 의해 자행되었으니
Every bad thing that has ever happened was because of that fucking whale.
우리는 그것을 죽이고 모든 것이 제자리에 돌아가는 것을 지켜볼 것이다.
Why bother trying to work for a future when killing this whale will solve all of our problems?
예! 소리쳐라! 외쳐라!
예, 선장님.
잘가! 다시 보자! 다시!
Cabin boys lost it. This is so fucking macabre.
맞아. 창백한 고래만 죽이면 드디어 모든 게 끝나.
Yep, it'll all be over when we kill insert target here. It really is the mentality, isn't it?
그 모든 악의 고래만 죽이면.
Yep. So all along, we've not only been trapped inside the whale, but also in her palms all along. Yep. When hitting an enemy with a Lust Affinity skill or a skill that inflicts burn potency or unique burn, inflict 3 burn potency. Turn start. If the enemy has 20 plus burn potency, current burn potency on enemy times 2. God, I wish I was still running the fucking lure team. Oh well. How will that end? I don't know. We might see next time. If next time is even the end. I don't fucking know. I don't know how far I've really made it in the grand scheme of things. Pretty far. 2 bosses. We're nearly at the heart, apparently. How much more can there be? I don't know. We'll find out next time. Yeah, there is a floor 3 confirmed. But the floor 3 will probably mostly be story and then a big fight, I predict, if Kanto 3 was anything to go by. I spent a lot of resources getting the Pekod team up, and it's going to make getting the team together for Kanto 6 very difficult. Because we're not going to have a new season or event for a while, I think, so it's going to be tricky. But I'll figure it out, don't you worry. I'm good at that. All I need to do is thank you so much for watching. That was very cool. I liked that. Special thanks to Painted Dragoon, Lila the Hag Sire, Lit Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Heartland, Harik J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Final Legend, Etherbin, Linky, Zeon Cedar, Bimblewart, Majoko, Mymoon, Alkia, Sweet Baby Red, Jessicitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Leper Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, Warmaster OQ, SCP-1068, Namad, and Kenny T800 for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you all so much for watching. This ran a lot fucking longer than I wanted it to. Total recording time is about 3 hours. Bollocks. Bollocks, I say. Bollocks. I have to edit this today for tomorrow. I'm going to be very fucking busy. But, you know, it's necessary. But man, these dungeon videos do run on a bit. Nothing will ever be as bad as fighting the Black Silence. Fuck me, that took forever. But, yeah, it's a long one. But it needs to be done. Looking forward to seeing how this turns out. There are many different ways this could go. All I know is that it's very likely that most of the Pecod crew, if not all of them, are going to be dead. They're probably not getting out of here, I assume. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. It could go many different ways. But whatever happens, I hope I see you there. Doodles, goodbye.